Well, hello there, YouTube. Guess who's back? Laguna Bardwell back here for another gaming episode, only this time I'm going to take it way back to a previous time where I used to play Diablo 2 a lot of the friggin' time. Anyway, so there's a whole two reasons why I'm doing this flashback episode and probably flashback series. Just getting that out there. Probably going to happen. Who knows? Might end up in a whole thing. Anyway, so one of the things that really bothered me about Diablo 2 is the fact that all of this online content, like the Spirit Rune Word, all the Ubers, all this stuff, was only accessible through Battle.net and only accessible on the ladder. So, here's the biggest problem that I had with that, though, is because when you have a ladder, I work. I can't spend every effing day playing Diablo 2. I can't spend every single moment online building up my character. At one point, I was actually really high up on the chart thing. Maybe I'll flash it up here in a second. I don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, my big thing with Diablo is that I wanted to do everything offline. And now that I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and a little bit more sketchy on the internet, I can... sketchy. Sorry. I actually have the ability to do so now. So, what I did is I got this mod. Two mods, actually. And I'm using these specifically for the sole purpose of character building. Because I want to have characters that, one, can equip the elite set items. Two, can tackle hell difficulty on their own. Three, tackle the Ubers on their own. Yeah, Ubers. I'm getting a little bit lofty here. And by the way, this Ubers thing, I'm going with a boson. Just a heads up on that one, a boson. But anyway. So, hell difficulty, Ubers. I want to be able to access all the ladders. I want to have all the elite set items on each of the character classes, so that I can switch out to that character class set. So to that character class's elite set, just have it ready to go along with their Uber equipment. What else was I going to do? Oh yeah, and I also just want to have fun with it. So here we go, and I am just going to kind of start with a few different smaller characters first. Sugar. I need the sugar. Anyway. 1 second here. Oh, sorry, it's loading up. It's this weird thing on my screen where it's got this like black symbol in the upper left, and it just keeps cycling through all the characters, like alphanumeric, and then all special characters, and then it loads. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that for a second. The other problem I have is that when I load up the game, it's a tiny window, so I'm just going to make sure I boop before I boop. There we go. So I made a few characters already. This doesn't really stretch out well across the screen, does it? That could be a problem. Yeah, screw it. It works. And I'm going to start with my assassin. My assassin, yeah. Not one of the ones I made already. I'm going to create a new one. What's a good character name? Something mystical and... Lysandra. Something there. Thank God there's also no character creation thing on this game. Because... honestly, I would spend hours building characters if I could pick my appearance. Never get me playing The Sims. I will not get into the game. I am not even kidding you. Anyway, before I dive into this, bit of background on PlugY. So PlugY is kind of a mod, or not kind of, it is a mod. I'm combining with the Perfect Drop mod because I want to make sure I can access all the gear and not have to grind for like 2,000 hours to get the Goblin Toe light plated boots. So PlugY is a mod whose primary purpose is to increase the stash size. So you can have like a shared stash between all of your characters. Has all of the useful functions as well, like ladder rune words outside of BattleNet. Does some tweaks like potions. There's dragon scales and stuff, horseshoes. Things like that. The only thing that I can see that would be a problem is it does disable access to BattleNet, but that's a good thing because you don't want to use mods on the Blizzard servers. They'll ban you. Infinite storage space is not technically infinite because they have 4.3 million, I think it is. Anyway, 4.3 million pages, apparently. There's also a shared stash, so I can transfer between characters. So say, for example, I find the Immortal King's armor on one character, I can move it to another, things like that. Cow portal, I'll get back to that, but I can do that over and over again if I wanted to. I can hold the shift key to unassign and reassign skill points. That is a big thing for me. It's because I like to tweak things and make sure I'm getting the best build possible. I can change the language, but I don't really do that. I did that in Spanish once, and that was fine because I know Spanish. But then I switched it over to like German or Chinese or something like that. I think it was Chinese I used. And I could find my way back, but I also had to teach myself the Chinese to get there. So there's that. But yeah, there's also some customizable stuff as well. So there's other mods like Median, there's Eastern Sun, there's all these other ones in the background that would also work. But Median I've used. I'm not keen on it, but I will come back to it after I've run through these characters and built them up. Eastern Sun, I have not used that one, but I have heard good things. The larger stash size is always good. There's world events like Pandemonium Diablo, Urban Mephisto, Uber Bale, blah blah blah. Now, when you had the original BattleNet, you would have to sell X amount of Stone of Jordan. I think it was like 360 something. I don't know. I forget what it was. But yeah, there's basically going to be you can find a Stone of Jordan a hell of a lot easier in this, and then you can beat your Uber Diablo and blah blah blah. The only thing that I remember about this that wasn't accurate was the AI files for the 3 Ubers couldn't be emulated off Realm, so the quest isn't identical. The multi-immune monsters will not appear, and the Ubers are actually just going to follow the regular AI behavior, but they're still going to have all of their hit points and everything like that. So yeah, this is going to be a fun one. And I think we should just hop right into it. But yeah, this PlugY mod is supposed to be really good, and I'm looking forward to it as well. So as always, I put my map up on my screen, and I do this thing here. Players 8. When you do /players 8, players get set to 8, and you're going to earn experience as if you have an 8-person game, but with 1 person. So anyone who has never played Diablo 2, you're going to, yeah, you're going to understand it. Oh, right, forgot this one other thing as well. I will show you what the shared stash looks like. Stash, and so this is the personal stash. 2.5 million. Yep, 2.5 million gold. So blah blah blah, or I can go by blah 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 blah. Oh, if I hold shift, it's plus 100. Yeah, it gets pretty intense. Now I can toggle to the shared stash. Boop. And this is all stuff that I've gotten on my other characters, like these elite plated boots. These are what I typically use with my elite assassin. I've been working on an assassin build as well on the side, but then there's my gems. Now these Hellfire torches, ignore these. There's a reason this all exists, and I know I'm not playing vanilla Diablo. I'm literally doing this so I can actually build up some characters and show you kind of what my builds are. But if I can get some gaming done on the side as well, all the better, right? Now this stuff here as well in the stash. I'm the person who likes to collect everything. I really do. So all my quilted dusk shroud. I forget what goes in there. Leather, serpent skin, worm hide. I'm forgetting all my stuff. I really am. Anyway, so as I go through all of my, I got all the amulets. This is just like I'm building a collection on the side. This is my hobby. I'm going through the game and I'm doing this. Terranch Greaves. The Goblin Toe Light Plated Boots would have to go there. But I'll find another one of those later. The Gnasher. I am going to need that at some point, but not now. There's a lot of stuff that I'm doing. Anyway, I'm not going to touch that stash for this run. That is something I'm guaranteeing. Anyway, so I'll transmute this. It's stone magic. So that's kind of useless. But anyway, I've done my due diligence, and we're going to start with... I hate making a kick assassin right off the bat, because it's really not good for damage control. But I'm going to make a kick assassin right off the bat. And the rate that you get experience in this mod, by the way, is a little ridiculous. Like, I'm going to level now. And I'm going to level now. Oh, pretty much level. I still have no idea what these dragon scale things do. I think they can combine, but the moonlight shard things also do that. We're going to get all the items we can. Now, last time I was left off here, I had some really funny conversations when I was hammered about Bennett Foddy and that thing. So, now that I'm not drunk, I'm going to go over a little bit more detail what was going on in that last conversation. So basically, somebody randomly added me on Twitter and decided to start asking me for money over the internet. Fun, right? How do I word... Oh, look, the Gnasher hand axe. That's what I needed. So this perfect drop mod, by the way, it does drop a lot of unique and rare items. So I'll kill something and it'll drop, like, Gold Dagger, for example. 100 Magic Find and the rarest dagger in the game. But what it does as well is when I'm going to do it anyway. So this, if this had a range of damage, say for example, it's like 35 to 70%, something like that, what it would do is it would always give the 70%. If this was like 10 to 20% chance of crushing blow, it would always be 20. I know this one's usually always 20 anyway, but yeah. One second there. Also, by the way, this is kind of a shout out to my friend Lisa, by the way. This character name. The one person who's watched like all of my videos. Anyway, so this person added me on Twitter and asked for money and stuff like that. And this is where it gets funny. So basically, they said they didn't have a phone that worked with a camera, which is like the typical catfish thing to say. Ooh, nice. Big bet swarm. We're also going to make a fun game out of this. One day, I'm going to do a drinking game for all the items in Diablo 2, and I'll take a drink for everyone I misidentify. So anyway, this person was asking for money, and I don't have a problem with helping people out. I really don't, and that's going to be my downfall. But the thing... Oh, I hate this monster. I hate possessed enemies. Back. Okay, we're just gonna pop 5, 5, 5, 5. This is like the worst waiting game ever. Whee! Come on, possessed zombie. Yeah. Fudge nugget. It'd also help if I had boots on. Just saying. Mana. Cool. That would be number 1. I am going to need Phoenix Strike for my ultimate blah blah blah. And, oh yes, the other thing PlugY does, it takes away the level restrictions on this. So, for example, if I want to use Cobra Strike, I don't got to be level 6. Say I'm level 5 right now. And that makes it a lot easier to do this. Also, I'm going to get rid of my Katara, because F that. And we're going to have fun. This Nasher hand axe, by the way, this thing called Crushing Blow. Whoops, where is it? There it is. Crushing Blow, Open Wounds, and I think prevents monster heal. Those are the ones that are just like, hallelujah, like that kind of thing. Like, it's great. So what Crushing Blow does, by the way, is when you're in normal difficulty, I believe it was 25%? I could definitely be mistaken on that. I am going to Google this actually right quickly. Diablo 2 Crushing Blow. It like halves itself in Nightmare in Hell. So there it is. So in normal difficulty, it gets rid of 25% of the... It's like static field for a sorceress. But basically, there's only one chance to get Crushing Blow in each swing. Your chances for individual items are added together to get a total chance. Blah, blah, blah. So basic effect of Crushing Blow is to reduce the current life, so current HP, by 25% for melee and 12.5% for ranged. When you're in Nightmare, that halves itself, and then when you're in Hell, it halves itself again. Something like that. Come on, Fallen. Come over here. Whee! I also have like a separate conversation going on my phone, and it's with the catfish as well. You are going to understand when I go over this, because it is the most hilarious way to waste time ever. Oop. Pop those in. So, right now, by the way, you can tell when it's somebody who's not English, because A, their English is terrible, but B, they also say the word baby like 54 million times. I know it's a guy on the other end. I know it. And I'll explain how I know it. So basically, more information on what ridiculous stuff I get into in my downtime. So basically, they gave me a name online of Juanita, which is fine. I don't mind, you know, getting a fake name for whatever purpose. So if you call yourself Juanita and you're not named Juanita, I don't care as long as you give me a girl's name. If you're protecting your identity, power to you. But if you're going to start asking me to transfer money to a Joe Montez or a Brian, whatever, McCune or whatever, like there's a whole bunch of like weird names that came up, and the postcode for the second address was in Washington, where this phone number is based, but they said they live in LA, not Washington. And then their friend is from Arizona, who is also going to be a contact for depositing money. And it's like, there's just a lot of stuff in this it's just screaming fraud. So anyway, what I did, and you guys are probably going to laugh at this one and also call me an asshole, but what I did is I ended up doing what they asked. And I straight up got Amazon gift cards. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I cashed them out myself. And then after I cashed them out, I sent the codes. And they were like, oh, I can't do this. You gotta send this again. Anyway, I bought myself a Zen card for my desk. It's shipping through Amazon right now. Anyway. What was the other thing I did? I forget what it was that I did. But basically, I don't know how to word what I did. I'm sorry, guys. I've lost myself. Yeah, this is gonna bother me now. I'm sorry, guys. I totally blanked. But anyway, the other person, whoever's on the other end, decided to say, oh, like, I got into a motoring accident and they sent a picture of their phone as it was broken and said that they got the other motorist to take a picture of the broken phone for them. And it's like, well, how did you get the picture on your phone from a complete stranger? Like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in this conversation that I don't... It's not legit at all. But, like, I know I shouldn't be, like, talking to strangers online, but I know the dangers, and I know that, you know, I know how to protect myself online, so it's funny for me. But yeah, that's how how to catch a catfish. I'm working on it. Not Wake of Fire, Shockweb. Ah, did I see a Zombo? Zombo. And by the way, guys, this is why I love the PlugY mod, is because I can go in and I can be like, oh, I don't like this build. Unallocate all stat points and just pump it all into my traps. If I had the MP, I would do that. I don't have the MP. I don't even have a little P. But yeah, like, there's other drop mods that I played before. Way back in, like, 1.10 days, before the ladder even, they had Ubers and stuff like that. But the other drop mods were like, here's a boss and drop mod, and it was like, here's Andario. She drops everything. Like, it was like, if you kill Blood Raven, she drops Arctic, and then, like, Hell difficulty, she drops Mavina's set, like the Elite Amazon stuff. And I get it, but they also had the Quill Beasts that were, like, 4 times the size or something like that. And then you kill one and you, like, jump up 14 levels, so there was no challenge. It's like, by the time you finished Act 1, you were level 70, and, like, that's not possible. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, this is a well-balanced drop mod, and it would not be called a perfect drop mod if it wasn't perfect. It had a lot to live up to, but it actually is well-balanced. Because, like, even though I'm finding a lot of these items and stuff like that that I should not find here, for example, all of this, it's not bad. I'm still trying to look up exactly what these horseshoe whatever things are as well. Boots and a ring. Nice. Hopefully that's Caitlin's ring so I can get lifesteal. Oh yeah, he's bleeding. You can see his health depreciating. Deteriorating. De-whateverating. Pickens bonnet. Belt of the Nana buckler. This thing. Tancred's boots or Cow King's boots. Who knows at this point? Or was Cow King leather boots? Thesaurus buckler or Clegla's buckler. Oh no, Clegla's is a small shield. Thesaurus is the buckler. Vidala's leather armor. Vidala's, that was the other one that the Amazon sent. One of the tricks as well, guys, if you want to get a lot of gold in this game, I'm talking like a ridiculous amount of gold, keep all of the class-specific items that you can. And by the way, I am not going for a high-speed run in these runs. I don't do that shit. I also apparently have no concept of anything. Thesaurus, that's what it was. Now, I'm a weirdo. I don't like strength boost items. That sounds really ridiculous out loud. Ooh, actually. That would be good. 8% lifesteal, so I get my lifesteal either way. But I get all resist and increased attack speed. Yes. Oh, I already had that. Whoops. And I'll keep that for my hireling. Actually, no, I won't. The Ravenclaw longbow I'll keep for my hireling. Oh no, what's giving me the stat boost? That thing. Yeah, great. Now, the other thing as well is this defense. You always want to keep your chance to block us at 75. 75. I didn't know what an Air Max was. Apparently it's Nikes. And now that the Stone Magic Small Charm works, I have +3 to teleport, cast rate, blah blah blah. Cast rate sounds like it hurts the balls a little bit, or lack thereof afterwards, but yeah, so yeah. No, I'm not going to touch the stash. I told myself I will not touch the stash. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. We'll do this, this, and this, because we need to do that anyway. I already have strength boost, I guess, but same chance to block. Screw it. Yeah. Fine. I'll just do it. Hope for the best. And see, this is what I mean, is like, when you see this, like, gold at the top, the 10,522, that's because of the Warmth and Firebolt. If I just had a regular staff, it would sell for, like, 50 gold, maybe. Ooh. Ooh. 2 to all lightning skill. Ooh. Boy. Trying to get me all riled up. Bam. Hmm. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Oh yeah, and I don't like using traps that much in this game. I feel like... Here's the thing about elemental... anything. In Hell difficulty, there's a lot of monsters that are just like, oh, I'm immune to lightning, and it's like, great, thanks game. Thanks. Other gloves, scroll of identify, scroll of identity. So the other thing that I like to do in this game, and this is one thing, the one thing I wish I had differently about this thing. I know, I'm being very vague. The thing that I would love is a counter at the top of the screen that says how many monsters are in this map. I don't care if it says like 20,000 up here in the corner. I would just want something, just anything at all. Ooh, level 11. Getting there, getting there. Just anything at all. Even just like a monster's cleared, yes or no. Short bow, not a long bow. Horseshoe. Handlebrock leather gloves, blah blah blah. Yeah, by the way, if I'm a little out of it, I've been up since 5 in the morning. Boom, baby. You kind of get into a rhythm with these clicks, too. And by the way, I actually have a new conspiracy. The conspiracy is that all conspiracies are a government conspiracy. I think it's kind of self-explanatory on that one. Okay, the Lanimo sash. I'll resist 5. I lose my attack speed though. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say bye. Harold and Kumar got that song in my head, by the way. Rixot's Key, that's a good one. Yeah, traps are easy mode, basically, in this game. Except for Duriel. Duriel's a bitch. Well, I can get another Nasher. That's always good. Okay, this could do a little weird conversation, but okay. Okay. So yeah, this game is a little bit of an easy mode, and it's probably going to be one of those casual games that is kind of like ramble as I play. I do also have some of like the VR horror games installing on the PS4, so that's going to be more fun and more jump scare-y. And if somebody wants to remix me and turn me into a song, power to ya. Because honestly, I mean, part of the fun of being on the internet is being remixed, let's face it. Ooh, that scepter's good. Better as a paladin, but... Fast attack speed. Fast attack speed. Better crushing blow. I don't even care about open wounds. Damn, that scepter's a little better. Whew. Like I said, easy mode. I'm getting some weird messages now. That weird stranger is like, oh, you can go to the store and buy me an Amazon gift card today. And I'm like, I never told you I'm going to the store at all. What are you... Why? Why do you think I'm even going to the store? Why would you think I'm even going to get you a gift card? I mean, sure, I said I wouldn't use it myself, but not the point. Burial grounds. Whip, whip. Quest log. Kill Blood Raven. Large charm, that'd be an Annihilus. Let's see. What? So these fragments, by the way, I have no idea what the hell they do. I'm going to look up the guide for this PlugY mod thing. But, oh, whoops. When you combine them, it goes to like fragment 1 in brackets, fragment 2, fragment 3, and then it's like once you get 3 1s to a 2, 3 2s to a 3, and then like it creates a moonstone. So this is also the kind of the point of the game where the difficulty takes a little bit of a curve. Wow! Ooh, a unique ring. Ugh. Penis. No, I will not join your army of the inbred. That's when you're like sitting in a giant calzone. You're in bread. Oh, come on, Blood Raven, you can die. I already have a Herogic Cube. What did you up to? But, alas, burst of speed is going to be good. 46. 56. Rest? No. Blood Raven. Ba 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 ba. Oh, right, my armor. Aw, yeah. Let's get this bread. And let's stand back while that thing is going on. Okay, I don't know how I picked up that ring, like, instantly, but okay. Ugh. Nature's peace. See, these are the times where you want a Nagel ring to drop, or Nagel ring, whatever. Nagel ring. Return to Cassia for a reward. This looks like a good place to find some ingredients. Honestly, that... Okay, by the way, guys, what's your opinion on Kingdom Hearts 3? I'm going to try not spoiling a lot. I'm actually going to try not spoiling things. I don't even know how to... I don't even know. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with that game. Not the series. I understand that the series is what it is for a reason. That got a little dark. Basically, with Kingdom Hearts 3, it is a very beautiful game. It was put together very well in terms of graphics and playability. So, the fact that you can run up walls, the fact that you can swim underwater and do, like, put Goofy's shield down on the ground and slide, like, and they have, like, this weird, like, controlling thing. It's well done gameplay wise, but the story is very rushed. Like, I get it. In Kingdom Hearts, you have all of these different loose ends to tie up at the same time. You get, like, what the hell happens to Kairi, and they were just kind of like, oh, well, we need a new Keyblade Master, so let's just kind of throw Kairi into the mix, and then, oh, look, Yensid, he's now in a place where time doesn't matter, and we can train all we want. But yet Sora can't go to the train after he lost all of his abilities? Like, I'm sorry, but if time doesn't matter, you wouldn't have to wait all game to see Kairi again. Just saying. And I honestly wanted to play as Kairi, and that disappointed me. But the difficulty level is what threw me off the most, because I finished the game on Proud Mode, and I barely even took a scratch. Now, I have gone back through, and I've started playing the critical mode, and I actually do like that. Critical mode has actually been a really fun experience because I died 11 times at the tutorial, and I'm proud of that, actually.
I can't.
Oh, forgot you. Also forgot you. Plains to the stony field. I can do the exploding shrines. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts it's a good series. I didn't get what I was waiting for. So the 10-year wait time was kind of like, eh. And I understand that, like, it takes a lot of time to develop these games and things like that, but a lot of the Disney movies they used in this Kingdom Hearts game, it was from the past. It was like, I get the Frozen 2 is coming out soon, but saying, do you want to build a snowman and let it go, like, it just kind of felt like it was like, hey, let's see how many how many Disney references we can make. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby. Oh, hi, Zombs. Hungry Dead, I should say, not Zombs. I think what I'm actually going to do is just kind of rush through this. Whee! Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Ooh, a shell rune. Oh, right, the other thing they fixed in this game is the fucking rune drop issue, man. Okay. So, when I was playing the original Diablo, or original Diablo 2, I should say, it was kind of annoying because, how do I even word this? Oh, nice, there's the waypoint. The best way to word it is that it's like I'm loath to make the reference of needle in a haystack, but you're finding a needle in a haystack. Basically you have like the L tier, Nef, F, Ith, Tal, Ral, Ort, Dal, Sol, Tier, or not Tier, Sol, Dol, shit, whatever. And as you get up in the runes, it's a ridiculous drop rate. So you might find an L rune everywhere. And then the Zod might come up one every like million runs. And so you'd find a lot of people who dupe runes and blah 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 blah. Which for all intents and purposes, I know that people dupe things because obviously, how else are you going to get those freaking items? So this game actually kind of balances out a little bit. Most of the most of the runes you can get in earlier acts and earlier difficulties. You just still can't use them. It's the same with high level equipment. If for some miraculous reason this drops, you still gotta wait till level 60. It doesn't waive the item requirement, if that makes sense. I already have it. Ooh. One, two, three, four, okay. Defense 56, 64. There we go. Oh, I got a rock wall. Good. Whoa. Now, I know there's going to be some people watching who have never played Diablo 2 before. I will straight up say, this is not as easy. It's going faster, but it doesn't get that difficult until hell difficulty, and that's where you'll start to see the difficulty ramp up immensely. Okay, I'm just going to get the short bow for now. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, how old are you in terms of games? And there's a sentence I never thought I'd ever ask. Apparently, I'm as old as Final Fantasy III, Star Tropics. What else was there? Yep. Dragon Quest IV. And The Secret of Monkey Island. Now, Secret of Monkey Island, by the way, is like one of my absolute favorite throwback games. It's up there with Torrens Passage, which I did one day, and I'll probably do Secret of Monkey Island as well. Boom, boom, boom. I can't carry anymore. Mm. One, two. Ooh, a hunter's bow. There is only one way to say. God damn it, why is that in my head? Fires magic arrows. Let's see. 8 to 21. There we go. 60 chance. 67. Bardich. That thing. Ichor String, I believe that one is. Or Lead Crow. See, this is going to be a dangerous drinking game. Identifying items that I haven't seen in 10 years. And this is also the problem with my brain, is I can remember stuff like this from 10 years ago. Stuff that basically I should not remember, and no human being should ever be able to remember. But I can do that. But math, and fuck that Common Core shit. I have huge problems with Common Core. Okay, I should probably specify. I don't have problems with Common Core as a concept. Going over the fundamentals is basically how you do math, but you're showing your work instead of saying 3 plus 10 is, or 5 plus 8 is 13, for example. We know that 5 plus 8 is 13. But in Common Core, it's like, oh, you take 5 plus 5 of the 8, and that makes 10, and then you add 3 to make 13. Therefore, you can make the number 10 out of 5 plus 8, and it's like, no, you still have 13 to begin with. This is the problem I have with Common Core.
I am overburdened.
Why do I feel like somebody's walking up behind me right now? Ah, the dark wood. There we go. Should probably message just to be safe. All right. Let's see here. There is only one way to say. Oh, right, the other thing. There's a lot of things they fixed in this. Where was it? Key. So there's 10 keys in this stash. But if I were to keep picking up keys, the stash can get all the way up to 500 keys. So you'll never run out of keys, and like I think it was 12 before, and it's there was a lot of... I had to pick up a lot of keys when I was in my younger days. I can't carry anymore. Really? You know what else I'm looking forward to, though? Playing as an Amazon. It's going to be both deadly and also fun, because Amazons have, like, no defense, really. I mean, they have the chance to dodge, which is fine, but when it comes to, you know, ooh, the old round, nice. Sanders Paragon cap, I believe that is. Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of dexterity. They have the abilities to dodge and pierce and whatever, and I like that about the Amazon, but they just don't have the damage output that you would need to survive. Saw that. I mean, I understand it, because you're mostly ranged, but Bozon, I should say, is the one that... Ooh. The one that, like, everyone stays away from, typically. For me, though, I like to break the game a little. Boom. Like crossbow, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, no, that's a Arcana? I think that's the one that can be two of them. It's either Vidala or Arcana. That one's probably Vidala. Oh, it's Arcana. Okay. Well, let's throw that on Kyoko. Oh, can't. Never mind. I don't know, ma'am. How has this tree escaped corruption? Oh, yeah. There's not a lot of secrets in this game.
I can't guarantee.
I mean, there are, but there's not really. Oh, it's a ring. Take the scroll of Idifus to Akara. I'm a real boy. Sorry, guys. There's one thing you can do in this, by the way. I think it's Chaos Sounds Debug. Chaos Sound Debug. Whoops. What was it? Sound Chaos Debug. There's something you can do in this game, and it just plays every single audio track over top of each other. Oh wait, Sound Chaos Debug. There it is. It's a really weird overlap to have. Turning that off though, because that's annoying. Anyway, I'm at the Black Marsh, which is pretty much the halfway point for the act. I'll find the waypoint and kind of cut it off there, because we're halfway through the chapter already. Whoops. Don't you hate when you click outside the window? This is the other problem with Diablo, is window mode. I mean, there is a way to make it full screen, but it's not ideal. Because then anytime I click elsewhere, it just minimizes everything, and that's not the best. It says Tamway Highland. Somewhere back home as well, I actually have a statue of one of those little skeleton thingamajiggies. Ooh, 70% block. There's the waypoint. Take the scroll of Idifus to Akara.
Oh.
Very good.
Yes?
Yes. Boom. Another gem shrine. Oh, actually. Death Sentry is always a good one. Now, when I make a video game, by the way, I'm going to be the biggest asshole ever towards the characters. Just a heads up on that. If it were me on this Cairn Stone thing, I'd make it so if you click the wrong block, it would kill your character instantly. Just to be funny. It'd be really fun to do that for like April Fool's Day as a part of like a hardcore ladder. Someone goes into a run and they're just like, ha ha ha, and they, yeah. I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot of hatred over that one. But yeah, when you see that little like red puff of smoke appear around Griswold there, that's the crushing blow kicking in. Oh, whoops. Booyah.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone. Boom. 72% chance to block. The chance to block is always the best. Not always the best, but it's much better than having a lot of health, because would you rather be able to take 2,000 damage and survive the hit, or would you rather have 75% chance to negate all the damage and not lose any health whatsoever? That's the kind of logic that I'm going with on this game. Or this run, I should say.
I am overburdened.
I'm overburdened.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore. Oh, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, friend, for coming to my aid.
Alright, come on there, Champion Carver.
I am overburdened.
Booyah! Oh, I see a large charm. That's Barbarian.
I can't.
Another Barbarian one.
I can't.
Interesting.
Hello.
Come on.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, it's probably identified my items too.
Good evening.
Good evening. Stay a while and listen. Cathans. Ooh, BK Wedding Band, nice. That one actually is pretty good. Guess I'll get that one. Adds fire damage, so that's not too bad. But the strength, I think I'd rather the cold resist. I need to plan in advance. Ooh, Mahimo Curio, that's not bad either. Cool. So that's that one. And yeah, I know. The PlugY mod isn't necessarily playing by the rules, but oh, I like it because it gets the job done, and I can do everything that's supposed to be in the game. Blizzard. Anyway, about time I make some supper or something like that. But this is going to be a fun little series to run through. I'm going to make a little playlist actually for each of the characters, so that I can like do the run of each character, and then at the end I'll do like the Uber runs and have my builds all finished. So I think that's going to be an interesting little fun side project just over the next couple of years. But anyway, on that note, I think I'm done with that tonight, because that was the first half of Act 1. Act 2 is going to be a lot easier. Act 3, it's a mess. Act 4 is short. Act 5 is just a straight line. Like, it's going to be pretty quick to go through these anyway. I'll have to do it on each individual difficulty as well, but no, I'll see what I can do with this one, because this is going to be a fun one. Because I think with the Necromancer one, there's 2 Necromancer builds I want to do. There's the Bone Mancer, the Summon Mancer, Poison, Barbarian, just a really good sword build, but I also kind of want to try the Immortal King one. Boazon, Hammerden. Actually, Zealden is probably better. But, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this, I think. Because this is a big flashback for me, and I'm loving the nostalgia. But anyway, in the meantime, though, I am going to jet. And until next time, as always, Laguna Matata.